I'm fucking pumped, dude.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
I'm fucking pumped.
Yeah.
All right, so today is like Christmas Eve for the competition cookers out there.
It is.
So we're all like giddy. We're all excited. Competition is just right around the corner. Right
Electricity in
tomorrow.
the air.
Yeah. You're to the point where it's like, I mean, you haven't won. You haven't lost. Like, you still have the high hopes, the aspirations. Like, I'm going to grand champion this whole thing.
Well, you are, but you're also out there buying presents, right? You're out there buying stuff still. Like, you know, I got to get this season.
A lot of stuff to get done.
Right. There's a whole lot of prepping happening right now. A lot of presents to wrap.
I've been to the store like 5 million times.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just get this, and I get home, I start prepping something. I'm like, crap, I need to go back to the store.
Got to go back.
That's what happens when you haven't competed in, what, like a year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Over a year?
Yep.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, since before the pandemic
Over a year.
hit. Yeah.
Like almost a year and a half, 2 years. A year, yeah, over a year and a half.
It would have been probably like the Jingle Bell maybe was the last cook-off.
I don't remember, honestly.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
shoot, I don't even remember neither. It's been a while though.
A little comp time, little. I don't know. I may have. As this gets closer and closer, the more of me that wants to come out and talk a little smack to people. I am at that point right now. I'm almost at the Ric Flair point where I'm just ready to come out of the tunnel. You know what I mean? I just want to win. Like before, it's like I just want to place. I just want to do well.
Right.
Right.
I want everything to go whatever.
Yeah.
77% chance of rain on Saturday. That's not going to phase
Dude,
you.
that's
No.
going to be fun. Yeah.
James and
I'm
I-
being really facetious, too.
Yeah,
So.
James and I just did a practice comp on Sunday.
Yeah.
It was coming down. It was raining its ass off. Didn't stop us.
We did.
We just practice comped it.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have the same thought frame or the same mentality as me. I love the build up to cook-off. I love the cooking at the cook-off.
Yeah.
But once it hits like the time where you have to cut and turn in, and the wait time and go to award ceremony, the anticipation, I don't like that. I just sit there. I'm like, in my head, I've already won 1,000,000 times, but then I could lose, and
Yeah, that sucks.
It- null and voids
It's
everything.
like that. It's like that.
Yeah.
You ever just a little example? You ever get like a lottery ticket and you like scratch off the numbers, and then you see that your number's matched, but you don't scratch off the prize.
Oh yeah. You think it's the top prize?
So you wait just a little
Yep.
bit,
Just a hint.
just thinking about
Just
like
a smidge.
it could be
the top
grand prize. So
Could be
you sit there and let
Yeah.
it sit for a while. Like the
$5,000.
longer it sits, the
Schrodinger's
more
cat.
That's what it is.
the longer it sits, the more you like. I mean, I could be rich.
Well,
I mean, I
here's
don't
the
know.
point. It's not really because he already knows he's won. He doesn't know how much.
How much?
Now,
Well, in a bar, and I'm talking about in competition.
In competition,
you don't know.
it
Maybe
is.
you did win. Maybe you didn't win.
you did win, and you didn't win at the same time.
I would say it's more like the Powerball lottery. You're getting into this competition with everybody else because that's basically what it is.
Right.
Even though that's luck,
Yeah,
and still you're spending money that you just paid a few bucks for, and you're trying to win. I don't know, $250 million bucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, that's exactly how it feels when they're calling the numbers out.
yeah.
You're like, you're ready to play bingo, Powerball, Mega Millions. It's all happening at one point, and all the numbers sound the same until the last like two.
Right. And they always have to say all 47 numbers.
Right.
Yeah,
Like we all know it's 1, 2, 7, 4.
and
What's the next couple of numbers?
the jackass like just pauses, like
Right.
which is probably like a half a second, but it
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
like it's
yeah.
it's like an
like
eternity.
an eternity.
This is,
Right.
this is a reenactment.
You
One,
know, you
two.
won. Yeah.
7, 4, 0,
Yeah, I just got
5, 6.
anxiety
Right,
all
exactly.
over again.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah. God.
And which is funny because, like in competition, like we're talking about 5-5 and 5-6 doesn't mean you were that close. It's just a ticket number. You know what I mean? Like in a raffle, it's different.
Yeah.
Because you were one ticket
One number
away.
off.
Yeah, one number off. But like competition, that doesn't matter. If
Yeah,
you're
you could have got last
fucking one
place. If
number
you were
off.
5,
Yeah.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
We get that, but just you were close.
You were very close.
so
Yeah.
Close to that number.
Well, the weather was pretty bad in Pasadena when we took second. So
no, that's
in
true.
Brisket,
That's
so-
true.
Okay, so what you're saying is we
It needs to rain.
we
and there's a
thrive.
chance. Right, right.
We thrive in
bring your umbrella.
That's right.
Did you know that the creator of the umbrella was actually originally just going to call it Brella, but he hesitated?
Ella.
Umbrella.
He's so dumb. You're so dumb.
I've been saving that all.
I'm gonna have to tell that to. I'm gonna have to tell that to my oldest daughter because she's on a dad joke kick right now. Like she's reading dad jokes, and obviously you guys know as much as I do. A lot of dad jokes are not appropriate for 13-year-old children.
Much less a
girl.
what? How old is she?
13.
No,
That's
no.
what I said.
Aviana.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had the wrong.
Yeah,
yes.
you had the wrong kid.
7.
7.
Yeah,
there.
about to be 8. But still, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. So.
Well, I did see earlier today, which is for me not a good one, but it almost kind of reminds me of. Do you guys remember like way back early on in one of the episodes that we did where I think it was Ballpark or somebody collabed and did a hot dog ice cream?
Yeah, that was oh shit.
Hot dogging does.
I do remember this.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
Oscar
about?
Mayer?
Was it Oscar Mayer
I
that
think
did
it
the
was
hot
Oscar
dog
Mayer.
ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah, they even had like the mustard and
Yep.
whatever in there.
I tried to track that stuff down. I could not
we
get
could
it.
never get our hands on
Yeah.
it. But I did see earlier today, Heinz is coming out with some gravy.
Gravy?
What does that mean?
Gravy. It's
Gravy.
cranberry gravy.
Oh,
Like for Thanksgiving?
I don't know.
I'm not buying
That
it.
sound
I'll-
appealing to you
I'll
guys?
try it.
No. I don't even like cranberry
Well,
sauce.
I'll try anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. Like if it's food, like
Maybe,
okay.
maybe on a turkey sandwich or something.
Right. Are you
I don't
putting are you putting the gravy on the chicken fried steak?
No.
Not gravy. That sounds.
Are you
Crazy?
crazy? Yeah.
He's gone cravy.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that everything has a place, right? But
Yeah.
like, I trust Whatburger. This is horrible more than Heinz about coming up with something good because they just come up with some good little sauces and whatever else. Heinz is like just do what you do best, man. Make ketchup.
Right.
Right.
I don't want you doing anything.
Stay out of the
different.
mustard game.
Yeah. Don't do the mustard.
Don't do mayonnaise.
It's like French's. I'm not buying your ketchup. I'll never buy your ketchup.
Dude, is it French's or Heinz or one of the two? They're putting out the combo sauces.
Oh, it's both of them.
It's like these people just can't mix a sauce themselves, so they need to get ketchup ranch together.
Oh, yeah.
That they call
Right.
it cranch.
That sounds
Yeah.
awful.
This
I
has
mean-
got to be like
That
a
is dumb.
European thing or something.
This is an
This probably,
American
this
thing.
probably came up in like maybe the Midwest. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to bust your balls, but come on. Just like just let stuff be the way it is. Like if you want to mix it yourself, that's great. Mix it yourself. Like I understand like the ketchup that's spicy. That's a good one. Everybody likes spicy ketchup, but don't put like the ranch and I don't know whatever
Yeah.
mustard together. I'm not eating that. Not
Nobody
happening.
is. But then you gotta remember, you got people that are gonna call, like be like, this spicy mustard or ketchup is too spicy.
I'm fine with them
No,
people. Don't eat it.
introduce the regular ketchup to it.
Have
know
you
what I
seen
mean?
anything on people eating their watermelon
With mustard?
with mustard?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dumb.
I haven't tried
It's-
I
it.
haven't
it's
tried
delicious.
it either, but
I'm sure it's fine.
They're like it blows their mind. Like, and it's like probably the vinegary, the saltiness,
Yeah.
the sweetness from the watermelon. Like I could see how it maybe works,
Right. Yeah.
maybe, but
Yeah, but it's not. If it's good watermelon, you don't need to put nothing in it.
not doing
this is
it.
true.
Except for salt.
You don't need to. I mean, you can. You don't need to.
Yeah.
Watermelon's delicious with salt, and so is cantaloupe.
Do you guys
Cantaloupe is
devour
great
the
with
goddamn
salt.
rind like I do?
I have
That's
high
the
blood
best
pressure
part
because
of
of
the
that, probably.
watermelon.
What?
Oh, dude, I get all the way down to the green when I eat watermelon.
You got some issues, man.
Yeah, but you
What?
can. Have you
That's
seen?
all
You
new,
can
different
smoke
kind
it.
of flavor there.
You can smoke it or
You can
boil
smoke
it.
the rinds.
Boil it and smoke it.
I got a guy
Phenomenal.
at work.
The rind?
A guy at work smokes watermelon rinds, and they're delicious.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you
Oh, yeah.
serious?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we've got to do that and make a video before this episode comes out.
Can I chop them up like Fruit Ninja before we do?
I'm not throwing it to you.
No.
Ain't nobody throwing nothing at you.
The only person I know is going to kill somebody with a sword is Aldan, trying to cut some damn fruit up.
Just waiting for somebody to break into his house so he could just
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
slide around like
Yeah.
a ninja with
Hey,
a
you could-
sword.
Look, Aldan can walk to the closet and grab the shotgun and wonder if it's loaded, but he definitely can grab the sword
Right.
and know that it's
Yeah,
loaded.
assume that it's loaded.
I assume this is sharp. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
I
fine.
mean,
You're just going to swing it.
Right. All right. Another quick thing. I saw that Whole Foods is entering the craft brew market.
Like
What?
they're brewing their own beer?
They're going to brew their own beer.
Really?
Yeah. They're
That'd
going
be
with
really
a
good.
double IPA or some type of IPA stuff.
what are they gonna call
That
it?
sounds
Whole brews.
Sounds like some grapefruit
I would
happening.
call it whole
Right?
brews.
You probably just named it right there on the. You probably just named it right there, Aldan.
What do you say?
Whole brews.
Whole brews.
Whole
That's what I would
brews.
call it.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you what company or what, I guess you say grocery chain, or what would you rather see develop their own craft brew? Like, would you want HEB? Do you think HEB could do a better job developing a craft brew than Whole Foods?
It's the same.
No. It's
I don't
not
know
the
if they
same.
would develop
It's the
though.
same.
I would think they would
Whole
have
Foods
somebody
is
bring it
way
in.
different ownership. They have way different mindset. Listen, man.
I'm going Aldi.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. You come to Texas and you say something negative about HEB,
I wouldn't say anything negative.
you're probably going to get stabbed. At least your tires are getting slashed, right? I'm just saying. Like,
I was thinking Whataburger. I think they should. Imagine rolling through. I'll take a WHATABEER.
WHATABEER.
Yeah, that'd be
Dude,
awesome.
WHATABEER trademark, grabbing the brisket right here.
Yeah.
WHATABEER.
But if I had there's a chain to make one of those, yeah, I think HEB would do a great one. I think better than Whole Foods.
If I'm not mistaken, I think there is a Whataburger that does sell beer. I know there's a Taco Bell that sells beer. I'll do a little
they
research on
have
that.
their beer license.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so we're fortunate enough to live in a city that has a Pizza Hut that does. Most Pizza Huts do sell beer out in rural America and whatever else. However, our Pizza Hut has a full bar, which means you have a family section, and you actually go in. They have pool tables, and you have an adult section, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
It's-
we've talked about this on the podcast, because we used to go there all the time.
They
on
canceled.
Tuesdays.
They canceled the
canceled
Tuesday
the
night buffet.
for the kids,
No,
which is the worst thing
I
because we
canceled
quit
them.
going.
I don't eat I don't
That's
eat
what I'm saying.
Pizza Hut anymore.
They did because of
Horrible
COVID,
pizza.
or
No, this was way before COVID.
No.
This was probably like 3 years ago. They canceled it.
Horrible. I don't eat
'Cause-
them anymore. They suck.
I would meet Jan there, like, hey, we're going to Pizza Hut.
That's right.
Let's go
It
to
used to
Pizza
be a
Hut.
Tuesday night thing.
Full bar.
Wow. Did you ever
Bam.
get an invite, James?
Yeah. Y'all actually came
I
out,
got
John.
an invite every once in a while. But
Yeah.
I'm lactose intolerant, guys, so I'm
not.
not really partaking.
We've heard, James,
pizza.
that
No,
you
you're
are
not.
finding out that
You're not.
You're probably not as
You're not.
lactose intolerant
You-
as you think you
You
are.
think you are, but
I
you're
don't
not.
know. See, every time I eat pizza, it's
Well, that's just pizza.
I'm on the toilet
Hey,
all
let's
day,
go eat the ranch.
every day, all day, every day.
all day, every day. Well, you got pineapple on your pizza?
No, negative.
Okay,
Maybe
good.
allergic to pineapple then.
Good.
So what we have coming up this weekend.
It's the cook-off.
What is it benefiting? Who's it for?
Well, it's a memorial cook-off where we're cooking at the VFW post here in Pearland.
That's right. We're just giving back. We're giving back to the veterans. We're trying to. I was trying to tee you up here.
Oh, I didn't know.
I'm
where you were
sorry,
going with
John.
that.
If
I'm
you-
really tired, man.
If you just want to shit on my parade, that's fine.
Yeah, John, you're really gonna have to not cut your grass before you come over.
If we know that cutting your grass is going to do this, I went over there and done it for you.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a lot
Seriously.
more grass than you're used to.
It is more grass.
Yeah. Is it?
And it's probably muddy. Was it muddy as hell?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Well, look, I think it's a great cause that we're putting forth effort for. It does benefit the veterans for our community. It does raise money, and they're always doing something cool over there. I think we probably have one of the coolest VFWs, to be honest with you. There's a lot of them out there that don't like people coming into them. If you're not a veteran, they don't try to reach out to the communities or anything else. But ours is always trying to do something with the community, right? So I think Dylan's going to be out there.
He'll be out there regardless.
Well, I think he's doing no.
But-
I think Saturday they're doing a cornhole
probably.
tournament, which he's
Yeah.
going to be there Saturday throwing bags.
Yeah, which
That's cool.
he started manning up. You know, him and a couple of the guys, man, they moved a cornhole league to the VFW there, and the VFW just latched onto it, man, and they have a good turnout when they go, dude. There's
That's
a
cool.
lot of people there. I mean, and everything's open when you go. And this is at 6 PM. I mean, you can eat, you can drink beer, whatever you want to do.
And the
You know?
beer's so it's like I'm not saying raise
It's-
your prices because I love
yeah.
the fact it's like $2.25. You're
Right.
like,
Oh, it's
great.
perfect, man. It's awesome.
Go get a good beer.
You know, and they do the VFW here has pop-ups here and there all the time, and you can go eat on Sundays. They have bingo. They're always actively doing something.
This is absolutely so. Even though historically we've not done that well at VFW until kind of
That is
the
correct.
end, right? We're trying to kind of hit a little bit. I mean, not in Bloody Marys. Of course, we do well at Bloody Marys.
Yeah, we can talk about that in a minute. How those jackasses did away with the Bloody Mary contest, and they rolled in with a
margarita. You know contest. Why? They're tired of seeing me go up there and grab a trophy. I have a half of mine to go into that $20 thing, put together a margarita, and go, there you go. Give my margarita trophy, too.
No tequila. Do it with no tequila and then make them eat it that much even worse.
Should.
Do a skinny one.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I'm really excited about this. Plus, if we can, I like to take the tripod out, pull up. Maybe we'll do a little live as we're just going through the motions of our day. It's a live is going. It's happening behind us. Is that?
No, we definitely will. I mean, hopefully you guys are listening and following along with our TikTok and our social media accounts, so you'll be able to see it live. Obviously, you're going to hear this next week, so
you'll never see it. So
yeah.
Good luck on that.
But we definitely are going to take a lot of videos, a lot of content, and we'll go live multiple times. So hopefully you guys get a live look in at what we do.
If we get last place, this fucking podcast ain't getting aired. Okay,
that's not true. We're not getting last place.
Just cut all my parts out. Damn it.
That's not happening.
Yeah, I don't do that either.
No, I don't know. It should be a fun-filled weekend. And again, this is something that's just it benefits the community. It benefits people that we live and work around or whatever else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
we're not going to get drunk. Totally just going to keep it clean and
we're doing a beer review.
Put together.
Right.
Wait, you're breaking up.
Right.
I'm not getting drunk.
We're not doing 20 beer reviews.
No, I'm not drinking like that, James.
Actually, we'll get into a little bit.
For business.
We'll talk about the rib practice that we did this past weekend. We're just putting together some stuff. We did record a video of it. John is in the process of editing it, and he's going to put it out soon. But we tried a few new things that we've never really seen out there. The ribs came out phenomenal. I mean, great.
Mm-hmm. James,
I'm almost apt to just not put that out there because
no, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, hey,
the seasons are different. Whatever else. Look, we'll tell you what we do. It doesn't matter.
Correct.
First of all, you still got to cook it, right? I think that's the key, right? You got to put it all together. I'll give you a step by step of what we do. Put it together. Do it. Beat us. I don't care. But those ribs, James, they are absolutely they're the best ribs I've ever had, probably.
Wow, they're saying something.
Seriously,
I can try them, but they look good.
They're really good, really good.
So you don't live here no more.
I mean, and here's still.
They're good.
No, he didn't try them.
You didn't try them
neither. No. Oh, okay. He didn't try them.
I'm about to be in your
boat.
Who
did? Matt tried them. Kayla came over, and Kayla tried them. Said they were great.
Yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about how we kind of put those together, and also, I mean, we're getting together tonight, and probably the next couple of weeks we'll be talking about competition and stuff like that. I mean, we've kind of gotten away from that just because we really hadn't got into doing any competing, but tonight we got together doing a little pre-prep, and it's something that any guys out there and gals out there, that if you're getting into the competition, it really helps out if you pre-prep before you get to the competition. It just saves you a lot of work and a lot of cleanup when you're out there on site, because a lot of people don't have maybe an RV, or they don't have a place where they can sit there and watch dishes and do all that stuff like that. So you gotta pick and choose where you want to save time and cut out some of the work to make it a little bit easier on yourself. So
sure. Not only that, I mean, it's cleaner. It's, you got chicken juice everywhere. You're trying to limit that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we trim briskets. We trim, cut chickens, and we didn't get to the ribs yet, but ribs are pretty straightforward, so that'll be super easy. And then once you get out there, Friday night is just setting up, and you're just, if there's an ancillary category that we got to get into, then we'll get into it. But we're not busting out all the trash can. We're not trimming briskets. We're not doing all this stuff right here. Basically, we're just injecting, dropping stuff into brine, and that's it.
Right. I guess you could say the more that you can do that kind of stuff in a controlled environment, the better off you are.
Exactly.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It is. And again, it cuts down on the waste that you're bringing out there, right? So it's the amount of trash bags you have to deal with, the flies, everything brings something in, right? So, and then of course the tinfoil, the amount of tinfoil we go through on a normal cook-off. Oh my goodness! We cut down in half by doing it here, whatever else, and plus, it does lend a little better time to maybe get home, get to bed, wake up, and get there the time you want to get there. Like if you're hanging out, and this is what this is a trap we've fallen into, is that hey, I got to do all this work. I got to trim. I got to get this done. So you're out there till 10 o'clock at night, or you're out there till 11 o'clock at night.
Right.
Well, you got to be back there at 3 in the morning. So at this point, it's a Friday, right? You're not even cooking yet. So you're like, oh, sure, I'll have a couple of drinks with everybody. I'm hanging out.
For sure.
Having beers. Hey, it's hard to break that off a little bit and go home when
next thing is midnight.
When you're 8 deep, and you're like, no, this is a party. We're drinking now.
You got to get up at 3.
That's right.
And then you got to be out there at 4. And
light,
you got to
light a pit.
Yeah. So it makes it kind of difficult. I mean, we've done it. We've all done it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you manage, you power through it, and you do whatever. I think now we're just getting to the age where like, okay, we got to cut corners, and we got to save time and get a little sleep.
But how effective do you want to be? Like, do you want to be at your best, or do you want to be
trudging through?
Yeah, just making it right. Here's the anybody can wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. When I say anybody, I mean anyone can wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, go somewhere and light a fire and start trying to trim and start trying to inject or start trying to do anything else. At the same time, are you at your best? Are you thinking clearly? Are you just trying to rush through it? You know, and I think that's what separates.
Are you forgetting something?
Right.
Probably.
But that's what separates the people that consistently win and the people that get lucky.
Right.
Or the people that never win. Right? So, but that's a really big beer you just poured, James. So good thing we're not doing it today.
You know, Jan, you said, what you just said there is like, sometimes it's not few and far between, like the people that consistently win, the people that get lucky, and the people that never win. I mean, sometimes it could be just one judge having a different opinion about one thing, or you know what I mean. It's crazy. Like you can't just
anybody can get lucky, and you can get lucky, and you can win a category and get first place. That nobody's saying that can happen. But if you are out drinking and just never prepared, and you think you're kind of half-assing everything, right? It's a party. I promise you're not going to get. You're not going to be succceul week after
lucky
week,
once,
month after month. You're not going to win a grand championship. You're not going to be that person, right? So yeah, I think that sacrifices whatever. So what I'm saying is, guys, I need for y'all to step your game up. So
and
I can party.
He's about to quit drinking.
So I can party and drink. No, I'm not drinking. I want to beat ice cold cookers. That's all. This is it. I just want to beat them.
Firing shots.
I'm not saying I am going to beat them. I said I want to beat them.
Only thing we can do is prep.
That's right.
Do our work. See what happens.
And pray.
It's all up to judges by then.
Prep and pray.
So I'm sure we'll be back next week just cussing the shit out of them judges. But
for sure.
I know.
They didn't like this chicken.
Mother humpers.
What the hell is going on here?
It was rigged.
Yeah.
Right? That's what every person gets into it.
All the veterans won.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Bunch of homers.
Hey, you know what? Here's the deal. I went to a Shell cook-off one time. It was like put on by Shell. Maybe it was Chevron. Well, one of those plants. First place, Chevron cookers. Second place, it was Chevron cookers. Third place, it was Chevron cookers. Who would have guessed? Like, first 10 spots was Chevron cookers.
Right.
I was like, I don't know why we even showed up.
I did a cook-off at my work.
Like a chili cook-off?
Yeah. Well, I did brisket.
The actual cook-off.
I did brisket cook-off. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
At our NOV headquarters, every year they do this like fundraising cook-off. It was the first annual year we went out there. It was like, shit, yeah, hey, we'll show them what we do. And it's only brisket.
Yeah, I was out there.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It's only brisket. So we got out there, we cooked. Nobody really told us any of the rules. We didn't know you can cook that shit at home and just bring it up there. So we pulled the rig up there. We cooked on site. We hung out. We drank some beers. Whatever. We
met
slept
all James's and like coworkers and like, these
people
guys
from
are
NOV.
crazy.
Just like, hey, they partied with us and all that stuff like that. I was like, hey, this is fantastic. This is great. So we cooked some. Shout out to my buddy Sean. We cooked and Rob. We cooked some badass briskets, and then so we got them sliced up. Turned. I think we had to do like 5 briskets or 4 briskets or something.
Yeah.
We loaded our pit down.
We're just feeding people.
Yeah, and so I remember they had some celebrity like chef judge that came and judged some of the barbecue or whatever. Right then and there, I was like, oh, okay, this guy doesn't know shit. I don't remember who it was,
Great,
but
we lost.
Yeah, he knew somebody that was a big wig, CEO, whatever of NOV. So I was like, okay, whatever. So we turned in our whatever we need to turn in, and then the rest was like we're handing out the samples to the people that are coming by. And I shit you not, dude. You hand out a sample, dude eats it,
Coming back.
lady eats it, and she's like, and you can see them walk off, and you can see them grab like 3 or 4 people and then come back.
Oh, no.
And then walk off and come back. Everybody's like, we tried everybody's out here, hands down, this is the best. This is the best. We had hands down. They tried everybody. We get out there, dude, last place or
Didn't
whatever
even get
it
a
was.
call.
NOV won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like some big company that came in with their big rig that didn't even cook it on site that I guess people knew, and they cooked like 20 briskets because they had the big, huge smoker and all stuff like that. They won.
Of course.
It looked cool.
Curb appeal. Curb appeal.
For sure.
It looked cool.
Probably just use salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Right. Losers.
Well, you're in Texas. What else would you use?
Oh,
A
flavor.
pistol. A pistol. I don't know.
Right.
But you know what?
I said vote for me now.
That's what I would use.
But you know what? You don't use salt and pepper when we use, or actually when we consume the crab and the brisket.
You.
That was rough, y'all.
I didn't know we were doing it.
Like I just
I didn't
snuck it
either.
right
I
in.
didn't know
What
we
are
were
we
doing
drinking?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
That's
gotta get
good.
your
Are we
toes.
drinking ranch waters?
No, we're not. We are drinking.
There it is.
Yeah, this is called Electric Rainbow. And this is from Wild Mind Ales. Sour ale with raspberry, peach, and lemon.
I mean, it's a badass can.
Well, that's the reason I got it. It totally looks like what?
Plus 10 on
It's
that.
the goddamn Rainbow Road from Mario Kart.
That's exactly what it looks
That's
like.
what it looks like. I mean, it looks like the Mario Kart Road.
Or it's one
The
giant.
hardest fucking track on Mario Kart
Right.
ever.
Yeah.
Or it's one giant brick break.
No, definitely
Right.
not that.
Right. It could be Brick Break as well.
I mean,
Man,
it
I
could
haven't
be,
thought about
but
that in a
yes.
while. That's good, James.
It is good.
That's good. This is 4.5% alcohol by volume. These served in 1 pint cans. Electric Rainbow Sour Ale with raspberry, peach, and lemon. Dry hopped with Azaka.
That was it.
Azaka. Okay. I've not seen that
Alika.
before.
It's Azaka, but yeah.
Azaka.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kazaka?
Well, go F yourself.
Azkaka?
Azkaka.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Azkaka?
This is from Wild Mind Ales.
Artisan.
Yeah, wildmindales.com and then at Wild Mind Ales.
Was it Wanakee? Wanakee, Wisconsin?
Is that what it says?
That's where they're from. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's, I've already tasted it. It's sour.
It's super
It
sour.
says
Definitely
it's sour,
sour.
and it's sour.
They
Definitely sour.
actually delivered on what their promise was.
And what color would you say this beer is when you poured it in the cup?
Like a very dark,
Transmission fluid.
like purple or very dark
Like red.
Like a,
red. Yeah.
Like a maroon almost?
Yeah. It's very.
Yeah.
It looks funny.
This would be good with like a dollop of ice cream. Like it
Oh,
needs
something
It
sweet.
needs-
it
some
needs
sweet-
sweet.
Yeah.
So it's funny because
something
John's like,
creamy
"Hey,
to
do you want
balance
your
out all
own?"
that sour.
No, he does. He does. But John asks us, "Hey, do you want your own can, or are you gonna pour it in a glass?" I was like, "I'll just use my cup." And when he started pouring, I was like, "That's probably enough." And he just kept pouring. I was like, "No, we're probably good on that." You know. So it's dark.
It's sour.
It's
I get raspberry, a little bit of lemon, and sour.
Yeah.
Mostly sour.
I'm saying if you can probably put warheads on this can and you probably sell a bajillion of them.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Another kid's beer.
Right.
it's what we market after nowadays.
Yeah.
It's how do we get the youngins?
Oh, they're totally doing nostalgia, though. They're getting guys that
Yeah.
were, kids in the 80s and 90s and thinking about, Ninja Turtles and making a Ninja Turtle beer.
No, they totally do, and they're also trying to get the next generation to like it as well. Because everything old is cool now. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah,
it's like
except for me.
they're trying to get the Utes.
What you seen? Well, you ain't seen no
Utes?
You
You
hadn't
say
seen
Utes?
You hadn't
The
seen
Utes.
You
Pokemon
said the
beer,
Utes?
right?
Yeah.
Pokemon beer, there's probably
Utes,
something out
Utes.
Okay.
I got you.
I haven't seen it.
I like
there. Yeah. I bet there's something out there.
Say Pokemon?
We've seen the Ninja Turtles. We've seen that
Oh, I can see a Charizard coming out pretty soon.
Right? Is that a spicy beer?
It has to be.
Right?
Maybe it's like the Michelada. Mm-hmm. Maybe we should try to work for a beer company.
Yeah.
Give this whole barbecue thing.
Let's go to work for Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Yeah. They give me a shout out. I'll tell you guys later. I won't give another shout out to another brewery, but Josh hit us up. He's got a buddy that has opened up a brewery in Dickinson.
Backyard barbecue. Or
nice.
Backyard
Brew.
Backyard brew. We need to have Josh on.
So,
I talked to Josh the other day. He's into the micro brew, even brewing his own liquors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think he knows everything about beer. I think he'd be great on the podcast.
And I still think he's probably the number one mega fan we've had from start.
Josh is awesome
till now.
He's so cool,
Dude, he is awesome, man. He really is.
All right, let's get back to this beer here.
All right.
What do we have?
Who wants to start it off?
5.0.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
turn his mic off.
Do you want to say anything,
Nope.
else about
Cancel,
it? Or?
turn your mic off. Don't worry about it.
It's sour.
We're not even talking about it. Let's go.
It's like I'm drinking grapefruit juice. No, it's like I'm drinking grape juice that is like super sour.
Like cranberry almost.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm drinking one of the
that's the ingredient.
I'm drinking one of the
raspberry.
raspberry.
I'm drinking one of the Cran Oceans. You know, the hybrid
Yeah.
ocean spray
the
that
Crotians.
they mix the raspberries and the cranberries and all the tart
Snozberries.
berries and the snozberries. They just mix them all together in one big stupid vat and they pour it into a can. That's basically what I got now. It's not bad. It's tasty, but my glands, my what do you call them? Like salivary, my
Shit's in there just dancing around.
Just sucked up.
Your jaw's locked up.
Just sucked up. They stop like, we're not helping you. You're on your own. We're going dormant.
You're done.
See you tomorrow.
You're done, son.
Yeah, I don't know. My
it's
first
good.
sip of it was like, this is pretty good. And everyone after that has been a little bit worse. Like, the more I drink it, the more I think I'm going to have a stomach ache. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so sour.
You're going to go home. My tummy hurts.
Exactly. I guess I'll give it a score. I'll say it's not bad. I would say it's better than a 5.0. I would give it like a 6.1.
You see this in the store, 6.1. You see this thing in the store, and you're like, you know what, man? I've been craving this.
No, probably not. 6.1, no.
So you sure you want to give it a 6.1?
Yeah, 6.1, that means it's good. It's
Okay.
Tolerable,
If
right?
somebody said, I want to try a sour beer, I would recommend this.
If you're into sour beers. So this is it? I'm sorry. Is this how we grade this thing? Do we grade this on a sour beer?
No, because if this were just grading as a
just-
sour beer, I would rate it higher
all
because
Right. I'm not
I've had a lot.
preferences.
Yeah, I've had a lot of sour beers that this is better than most of the sour beers I've had.
Yeah, if you like sour beers, it's probably a 9, right? If you like sour beers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I'd say
So
it's
you're a
probably
6.1.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't like sour. I mean, I do kind of like sour beers, but I like beer. Like, it's just like having a regular beer. Give me a beer,
Beer that tastes like beer?
right? This does not taste like beer at all.
No, it doesn't.
4.7.
4.7. That's a fair score.
That
4.7 is what
3
it is.
seconds of just like
It's a
gears
4.7.
turning.
And I know I get that, but it's 4.7.
Okay.
I would never buy this again.
Yeah, I probably won't either.
Well, you didn't buy it in the first place.
Well, I feel like I did.
I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I like sour shit for sure. This is like sour, but also sweet, so it's very heavy on the stomach. But for this beer, just to rate it as it is, as a sour beer, I like it, man. I'm gonna have to go probably about a little smooth 7.8 on this bad boy.
Where'd you go? There you go.
The can gave it a couple notches up, actually. So-
And you
can is
like
cool.
these sour. You like the sour.
I
Right?
do.
You like the
I do.
sweetness of that.
I used to like it more, but some of them when it's just sour and I'm not getting a lot else, I don't know. Like I think I like the smoothie
Yeah.
beers better.
Well, there's a
than I do
lot
these.
going on with this one. That's what's different about it. Like
Those slushy beers.
ooh,
Yeah.
Remember those from that? What was the company?
Urban South?
Urban
or?
South, yeah.
How do you remember all this shit? I
Yeah,
can't even.
those are
remember.
good. Some of them were not that good, but some of them were good.
Hey, this concludes the Grabbing the Brisket.
Beer review.
back.
I'm a little more puckered up than usual because that was pretty sour.
Do you want to go into the winner of the Sucklebusters barbecue fail?
Let's do it,
For the
because
week?
I know everybody's on edge right now. Like, the
Yeah,
listeners
me included.
are
Me
listening
included.
in live right now.
I'm sure.
Dial up the board, John. Let's see who we got. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing either. Okay. So
It's
this
like
is
a roulette
from...
wheel.
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
Yes.
He's really
I
good.
don't know.
You did a really good job on
Okay,
that.
nice.
Or Wheel of Fortune. He's like he's
Either
like,
one.
No, Price is Right.
Price
he's
is
pulling
Right.
down that
Oh,
line.
is that what it was?
Yeah,
The big wheel?
the big wheel.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay, this is from Fuss and Family Barbecue.
Fuss and Family Barbecue.
Which
Okay.
I know we've talked to him a few times
Fuss
on
and
our
Fight.
lives and whatnot.
Yep.
Okay, he says, here's a fail for you. I did a SCA comp a few weeks back. I was going for the reverse sear approach. Smoked the steak for a little bit to bring up to temp. My skillet was sitting around 460 degrees on my infrared. Drop a little butter in the middle, slap the steak on, drop a little more butter around the side. The butter instantly ignites into flames and engulfs the steak. Yeah. So he's trying to blow it out with no success. I remove the steak from the flames shortly, and the flames go out shortly after, and the butter's consumed. He says, "What the fuss is happening?"
That's where it came from.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuss is happening? Yeah, so it turns out that his temp gun.
Is this guy named Cole Wetzel?
I don't know.
Okay. He didn't fuss and fight? Are you sure? Okay, keep reading.
I won't get the reference.
His temp gun was not calibrated. Or
His temp gun was
low on batteries or something.
It was set to Celsius instead of Fahrenheit. Right. So, lucky for him, that was the practice steak, and he now knows the flash point of butter. Ha ha ha. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
That's what you get with dealing with the European.
right.
Contraption.
You got to go with ThermalWorks.
Right. Well,
They don't play around.
No, that's
I
what he
don't-
had.
they do
But
Celsius,
he had
too.
it set to
it was
Celsius.
set on Celsius instead of Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Right.
No, I get that. I don't think they did that.
Off the top of y'all's head, do y'all know what the difference is? 165 Fahrenheit. What would that mean in Celsius?
It's like 40-something degrees, isn't it?
Is it lower? I think it's lower than that. I don't know. Does anybody know?
I don't know.
I
We
know.
don't use that kind of shit around
Boiling in Celsius is 100 degrees, right?
Boiling in Fahrenheit is 212.
Right.
So I don't know what
And
Celsius
freezing
would
in
be.
Celsius is 0, right?
Yeah, this whole Celsius.
I don't know.
Freezing
Yeah.
in Fahrenheit is
I don't-
30.
Man, I'm not
Yeah,
smart.
I don't speak Canadian.
Alcohol
Right.
screwed my freaking brain cells up. I started doing it at an early age. I don't even know
Whole
anymore.
brisket at 205 degrees.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
do the math
Or-
and send it in.
Or 132 degrees
Chicken
Celsius.
is at 165.
If
Have a
you
nice
send
day.
us the Celsius information, I will send you a prize.
Right. It's listen, I know you're smart. You're going to send this in. You're going to try to make me feel like I'm an idiot or anything like that.
If you make Jan feel like an idiot and I read it on the show, you'll definitely get a prize.
Here's the deal. I just don't even care. I just don't even, it doesn't even bother
Love
me.
you, Jim.
Like, it's like pounds and grams and metric versus standard. I don't know.
Right. Imperial and
Yeah.
Miles and freaking kilometers.
You meet a girl, like, how much do you weigh? And they're like, they give you the,
Celsius.
kilos.
Kilos.
96 kilograms. You're like, I don't know what that means to me. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
like, is that big? or-
733 pounds.
You a big girl or a small girl? Like, help me out here.
So think you're.
How many of those little brass things do I have to stack on the scale to equal
Right. Do you know what I'm
what
saying?
you're saying?
Anyways, Fuss and Family Barbecue, you are winner this week of the Sucklebusters Rub.
Nice.
And who's this segment brought to us by?
Sucklebuster.
Sucklebuster, Sucklebuster. I'm just kidding.
I love that. You should do that every time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm just curious on what he's going to choose. I mean, I wish these listeners would give us a little feedback of what they choose.
oh, I know exactly what everyone chose.
Oh,
Well, you just
Why don't you tell
you
us?
just decide to not let us.
You want me
know
to tell
the
you
good
every week?
information.
no. What's the consensus?
Yeah,
What
Karen
are people?
got-
There's been different things.
Okay.
I think a couple of them have gone with the Bam Habanero,
Oh, nice.
Clucker Dust. There was something else too. I don't remember. There was another one.
There hasn't been anybody that wants me to deliver them a pizza yet.
Yeah, go now, please.
Anybody order a pizza? Sounds like a porno.
Order up.
I'm also a plumber. So.
Right. Anybody's pipes need to be fixed. Come on, Aldan.
All right, let's just
Get it
edit that
together.
shit out.
Yeah. I got so many more piece of jokes. We can just keep going. We're going to put that to bed.
Right.
That's what she said.
I love it.
All right.
That's what the plumber was like. Hey, sit in the bedroom? You want to go check the bedroom?
All right, guys. Did you guys see the today? I guess today or yesterday or whatever that they came out with the new animation of the Rugrats.
Did not see
The
that.
what?
The Rugrats.
Rugrats? Remember Rugrats?
The little babies?
Dude, I used
Yeah.
to love that show for sure.
They 3D animated.
That looks
Oh,
scary
they did.
as
That's
shit.
Tommy
Let's see.
Pickles right there. He looks fucking. Those. Yeah. No, I'm not
Show
watching
him.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm good with just the 2D, right?
That looks
that.
super
Dude,
scary.
not for a cartoon like that, man.
Get your kid, like, hey, let's watch a show. Like, you look a little weird.
Yeah, cartoons nowadays just suck.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that our parents said the same thing? Like,
Probably.
when we were watching
No, because-
Tailspin, they were like, cartoons today
First of all,
suck.
Tailspin sucks, okay?
I like Tailspin.
Let's be real.
Don't make me take his headset off.
Look, no, what I'm talking about is, like, we are the era where you watched the Foghorn Leghorn, the Bugs Bunny, the Roadrunner. We watched all of
Okay,
those.
yeah, well, that's
We
because you're a
watched-
different era
we
than
watched-
Alden and I, right? 'Cause
Not
you're,
really. No,
you're a little bit
'cause you
older.
watched those.
We're a little bit,
No, listen, I'm saying you saw those cartoons, right?
of course,
That's what I'm saying. You're of the era where you saw those cartoons,
right?
and then you saw Ren and Stimpy.
Oh yeah.
Then you saw Beavis and Butthead. Then you saw Speed Racer. See where I'm going with this? Like, we graduated in the cartoon era. Like, this is what we were born in. Like, that garbage, I don't know what that is. That's your kid's a drug addict after watching that thing. You don't let your kids watch this show, okay?
But
Just saying.
even Rugrats, I was watching Rugrats with my sister when I was 10 years old.
Yeah, I didn't want. I mean,
Rugrats, well, you didn't have
Yeah,
a sister.
I saw the original cartoon of it, right? It was funny. It had its place.
Yeah, I didn't watch it much.
Whatever. No, I didn't. Not really. I'm just saying I'm older than that. But I
Tailspin
saw.
doesn't suck, man. That was a great
Tailspin
one.
does not suck.
I know.
Great one.
You can win it if you spin it. You can spin it if you win it.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do.
Hey, Tailspin was great. What's the
Man, Chippendale Rescue
the-
Rangers. That was all the
Chip
same.
and Dale
DuckTales.
DuckTales, Darkwing Duck. all
Darkwing
that.
Duck.
What's the
was
rich
man.
duck? The rich duck.
DuckTales.
DuckTales.
Yeah.
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah. So that was good, man. I get it. But that's like. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but that was like one little. We saw all of it.
We did see all
Like
of
versus just being like a kid that grew up at like is born in like 2000. They're not watching Bugs
No,
Bunny.
They're watching anime.
They're not. Yeah, exactly.
It's garbage.
You can't say that too because there's some anime out there. It's pretty good.
I know. My son keeps telling, "Oh, you should watch blah 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 blah." I was
Yeah,
like, man, when I
my
get
daughter
time,
got really big into it.
I'm never gonna have time.
Yeah,
I don't want to have time for that.
no, I'm not. To read it,
I'll probably watch it at some point.
we watched like a whole series together.
Let's do another podcast where we just watch anime and talk about it as we're watching it.
Yes.
Right.
I feel like that's a TikTok like
Dumb
channel
old
right there.
people
Yeah.
Yes.
critiquing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or even talking about you start watching a brand new series and it's basically a fucking softcore porn show. But I'm not saying I went through that yesterday or not. But
like anime or what?
it was straight. No, it was real people.
I don't understand what you're saying. You watched a porno yesterday, or
No, it was a series. I'm gonna start watching.
was
this
there
series.
a tissue and lotion beside your bed?
How many started?
Right. But somehow he ended up there.
Is this HBO?
I think it's
or
enough, Alden.
Yeah.
I think
Are we good
we've
here?
done enough here.
Netflix?
All right.
Yeah, whatever.
It was nothing.
Hey, let me ask
It
you
was
this. We'll
nothing.
get on the site, different sidetrack or whatever.
Different
Yeah.
website. Sidetrack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
website. Yes.
Yeah.
It rhymes with Schwarm Hub.
No, I was thinking about earlier.
Had a
It's like,
plot, yes.
you guys brought the cartoons up, but I was thinking, I was like, going back to my childhood, watching these like cartoons like Thundercats.
Yeah.
Like what?
He-Man. Yeah.
He-Man. Well, thank you for saying that. I was like, who would win in a fight? Thundercats versus He-Man.
He-Man. He-Man
Does
has
He-Man
a cat.
have his? I was gonna say, does he have his?
He-Man wins. He has a cat.
Yeah.
No, the whole crew
He's got a
of
badass sword.
Thundercats versus a whole crew of He-Man.
He-Man.
Who wins that?
He-Man wins.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kick.
He-Man's like Superman.
They
They
beat.
got to
them all.
advance to the next round to get the Ninja Turtles.
Once He-Man pulls out that sword and says, "I have the power, Grayskull," right? Once he does all of that,
dude,
he's Superman.
Well,
Thundercats.
yeah. What's his name?
I get it.
He's got the sword too.
I like He-Man's sword.
I'm
He-Man
just
wins
saying.
his fight. And he has a cat that he turns into a freaking Bengal tiger, which kicks those... I'm just saying, He-Man wins this. He's fighting a freaking skull face skeleton.
Who's the little ghost-looking thing, or the little... who are the characters in...
I can't remember them all.
we won't get into that. I'm sorry. That's a different episode.
I never really watched.
Well, I think
one of those.
He-Man's cat was like Scaredy Cat or something. Orko, yeah.
That was just a little bit past
Wasn't
me.
He-Man's
Yeah, a little before
cat
us.
Yeah.
or whatever? He was
Or
always
before
like
us.
scared of everything.
Yeah, he was skittish and everything until he
Skittish.
turned into like Beast.
Yeah, and he kicked ass.
I
used to have
don't know how we
He-Man,
got onto that. Let's talk
lunchbox.
barbecue.
Yeah, those 70s cartoons are before me. Yeah, what barbecue are we going to talk about?
Let's talk about the ribs that we did this past week at Jam.
Let's do this.
Let's give the people a little rundown. You'll see a video. You'll see what we did, but let's give them a rundown as far as what we did.
Yeah, I think that in life, you have people that want to cook barbecue and people that don't. Like, they really don't want to try or anything else. And what I can say about this is rain or shine, hailstorm, class 1 hurricane, whatever it is, it didn't matter. We were going to do ribs on Sunday. Right? So, I think the ribs, so James did the brining of the ribs, which is
Brine them in pineapple juice. First time I've ever done it.
Yep.
Never really seen anybody do it. I know pineapple has become kind of synonymous with pork.
It does, yeah.
Not necessarily on pizza. I mean, if you're getting
Absolutely.
that stupid ham and pineapple
That's
pizza, that's just...
So good.
Yeah. Not doing it.
But yeah, pineapple and pork, I mean, that goes back to, what is
Hawaiian,
it?
right? It's a
Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Even the, I'm drawing the blank where the, they put the meat on the little,
It's it's even like it's the what do you call it? The
drawing a blank
spit.
here. The
spins
the
around.
spit where they stack all the thin cut meats, they put the pineapple on top, and they sit there and roast the whole thing
Oh, yeah.
and
We
just
have
cut it down.
one. We actually
What's
have
the name
one
of
of
it?
The Trompo?
Yeah, trompo.
It's like a trompo, but what name it? What's it?
Yeah.
Not carnitas. Is it carnitas?
No, it's a. I don't know, but anyways, it's
There's a name for it.
Yeah. So it's a trompo that spins around. The spit spins around at the very top of that. So when you're in Mexico, when they're shaving that meat off, the very top is a pineapple, where they'll cut the pineapple with a huge knife. And it falls on the tacos, right? Very, very good. But yes, you're right, James. But the pineapple is with meat and beef and whatever. It's not with pizza. The cheese, the tomato, the bread just throws it all off. That's why you don't do it. It's really kind of a blasphemy thing. It's don't trust me. Don't do it. So yeah, yes, as I look around the room and I see everybody agreeing with me, they're shaking their heads. Yeah, thank you. Don't do it. But with pork ribs,
can you hear yourself
James,
talking?
go ahead.
It's Al Pastor.
El Pastor.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, but with the ribs, so pineapple actually has an enzyme that helps break down meat. That's just what it does. There's an enzyme in pineapple. It breaks it down. It makes it tender. It makes it soft. You know what? It makes it flavorful.
Yeah.
And with these ribs, James, 24 hours in the pineapple bath, pulled them out, patted them down. The dry seasoning went on, right? Just like normally you would do ribs or anything else. On to the smoke bath it went. It was a monsoon out there. We were blown away almost, right? Umbrellas flying away. It didn't matter. We were still smoking. We weren't letting it phase us. That goes on. Little smoke bath. I really think about this is that we didn't really hit it with a whole bunch of stuff either. We let the seasoning sit up, let everything kind of crisp up and cook the way it should.
There was no spritzing with apple juice or anything like that.
Just the way it is.
We kind of followed the same method that Malcolm Reed had guest Heath Riles on, and they did their rib recipe. Both these guys we've had on the podcast, but they did their recipe, and it's kind of something that we kind of like followed along. I didn't have any of the Heath Riles any of his seasonings, so he went with like the everyday rub, and then he went with a sweet rub, and then he went with a pecan rub. So he sells all three, and he layered those 3 layers.
I mean, if I was going to sell a bunch of rubs, then I'm layering everything down with a bunch of rubs, right?
So we copied the same thing, but we used the rubs that we had available. So I went with the SPG, and then I went with a kind of a sweet barbecue rub, and then I went with our rub.
That's right, right. And what I think I learned most about this was that layering a rub multiple times throughout the cook, man, that's what you need to be doing. You don't put the rub down one time and forget about it. You're going to lose that taste, lose that freshness.
Right, it's going to sweat
2
it out.
hours into it, right? So
especially if you wrap it. Or we haven't got to the wrap portion yet.
So 2 hours smoke, probably at 265, 275. That's during the rainstorm, by the way. Pit just held up like a champ. I mean, it just did what it's supposed to do, right? In fact, when it stopped raining, we saw the temperature actually climb up a little bit. It went to like almost 295. Like, oh, maybe we should dial it back a little bit. But then it rained again and brought right down. So a couple hours on there. The wrap was important. James went with the bed of fresh pineapple.
Yeah.
Layered all the way
Pineapple
through.
slices. Well, it wasn't fresh. It was like out of the can.
It's canned pineapple. I could say fresh though.
Yeah. Bed of pineapple, some maraschino cherries.
Cherries, yeah.
A little pineapple juice, a little cherry juice. That's it.
Don't touch it.
Little rub too.
Right.
And butter.
Correct. And then boom, right back on, wrap tight, back on the pit. Now here's something else that we've typically been doing here for a while is that the 2-and-2 method, or you've heard the 2-3. The 3-2-1 method or whatever else. This is the 2-1 method. 2 hours at 275, pulled, wrapped, back on. At 1 hour time interval, you check the rib, and you're getting close. If you're running 275, you're getting close to that temperature. Now again, we checked it. We were probably at 195. So we knew we had to go a little bit longer, but it wasn't much longer. It creeps up on you. And that's how fast you can over smoke or overcook a rib, right? 30 minutes. 30 minutes, you're at 203. 30 minutes later, you think, oh, I'm going to cook for 2-2. You're at 209. You're at 210, 212.
Boiling water.
Overcooked. Bones coming right out. You don't want it, right?
Right.
So that part, I think that's something that I really took notice of. I was like, man, in the past I've cooked ribs and not really paid that close of attention to them because I'm like, I know where it's at in my head. I'm like, nope, we're good. We have plenty of time. And then it depends on what cook-off you're cooking and what sanctioning and everything else. You want to overcook a little bit. I get that. But for a good rib off the bones, one bite, man, like it was hour and 40 minutes. So probably an hour and a half after wrapping, ribs were pulled. So
sure,
it was 3.5 hour cook.
Yeah. And for the people, I mean, you tell the people like what side of the, the rib you putting the pineapple on, the cherry on, and then, you know what I mean. So
you do meat side up, meat side down.
We put it the meat side up
with the everything underneath it.
With everything underneath it.
Yeah.
So it's going to steam in there a little bit. So you're going to get all that fresh, whatever.
Yeah, and it's something that I'll try again, and I'll reverse it, and I'll try meat side down to see
how it does.
Yeah. All you guys, and a lot of people do meat side down because all those juices just kind of like sit there and pull up, and your meat just kind of like braises and all those liquids. So you get that flavor, but one thing you kind of lose is you lose your bark. You lose all that rub that you just put on it. So a lot of people will take that back out, turn it back right side up, put it back on the pit with some additional seasoning, and let it sit up a little bit longer before they go back and add their sauce and whatever they want to do. And then they let that sit up just a little bit longer. But I mean, the ribs came out great. I mean,
they did. I mean, like we pulled the ribs.
There was some leftovers.
We did a little saucing time. So whatever your favorite sauce is, I mean, use that. So we used the sauce, and then we used some au jus. Right.
We used a little bit of the pork au jus that was inside the foil with the
Rib
ribs.
wrap, that's right.
So yeah, that stuff was probably fantastic without adding anything.
Oh man,
pineapple and cherry and
that
rib
pork
drippings.
Oh yeah, dude,
I drink that with a straw.
It was so good. It was so freaking good. And yeah, the ribs came out, and again, so we pulled the ribs at 203. We probably could have we probably could have waited just a little bit longer. Probably could have pulled it down 205, 206, and they would have been probably perfect.
Right. For us, they were perfect.
Oh, they were bite off the bone. Like you take a bite,
Competition wise,
clean bone.
depending on where you. I mean,
Yeah,
if
what
you're doing
body you're in.
KCBS, they're probably perfect for that. If you're doing ICBA, probably not perfect. You're probably gonna have to cook it a little bit longer, just so it's a little bit more kind of cut off the bone type deal.
That's right.
Because you're not really just taking a bite right off the bone.
Right.
But I did see that Malcolm Reed. I learned a little bit of things like I don't know if the judges look for this. I know the judges come to your tent.
For the KCBS, like the Memphis and May.
They come to your tent and they judge, and you basically sit down right in front of them, and they sit there and eat your rib right in front of you, and they do their judging. But they serve them kind of like Cadillac style. It's what they call like Cadillac style ribs. So basically, you're getting two bones.
Mm. But you waste a lot on this, right? So
you do
think about this. So you cut bone to bone on the outside.
Oh, so you're getting one bone, but it's
no, it's
double
two
wide?
bones.
No, you're getting two bones.
You get two bones, but you're ruining 4 bones by doing this.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're cutting on the outside of each side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you could do right down the middle. Probably right down the middle.
A little bit different. Because what you're thinking about is taking one rib and then cutting down the outside and outside of the
two
next
other
two ribs.
That's right.
These are just taking 2 ribs, and you're basically cutting right down the middle between the other. But they'll serve those 2 rib portions, and then they'll take both rib bones, almost like a wishbone, and they'll pull them apart.
Yeah, to see the pull method, whatever.
If they come apart.
But those are also baby backs.
Okay, that's good. It's tender. But they were baby backs. And also, they look at the bones themselves. If they're solid white, then they're overcooked.
Mm.
If it still has a little brown or a little dark or whatever, a little color, then they're just right. And Malcolm showed in one of his videos, he said you see these little speckles of white starting to pop up. He's like, eventually in about 7 or 8, 10 minutes or whatever it is, the whole bone will go white. But as soon as you're eating it, it's fine. But if they're white right off the bat, overdone. Something kind of weird.
And no matter what, which is funny about this, because I'm like, you should taste the meat and taste the texture of that, tell you if it's overdone. They're looking at a bone. They're already judging you without even trying it yet. And they're like, no matter what now, you're overdone. You're not going to win.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of work. And plus they're baby backs. Like, if you can't cook a set of baby backs, I feel like that's just like...
Right.
Like, spare ribs are so much more difficult cooking than baby backs. Don't you think, or no?
No, I totally agree. I think so. I don't know why they all just cook baby back ribs. I mean, maybe it's because the area that they're synonymous for doing baby back ribs. I love baby back ribs, but they're always tender. Like
I know.
Baby backs are the easiest ribs to cook.
Right. That's why Chili's gets their baby back on.
My baby, right? baby. Yeah.
See?
I love it.
Chili.
Hey, Alden, hit the people up with the business, man.
God damn it. Why
you weren't ready for that, were you?
No, I was not ready for that. I'm trying to stretch out over here, man. Guys, if you want baby back ribs recipes, I mean, you can go check it out. Grab the brisket.com. If you want to leave us good feedback, bad feedback, I don't know. We still have twitter.com, don't we? Right?
You can grab the brisket.com and then
we have all the .com.
They click it right there.
All the good stuff, right?
Yeah.
On the twitters.com. So, for real, guys. Man, I don't even know why I need to hit the business all the time because y'all already know, right? Go to the website. Go to grab. I'm in the brisket.com. Go there. Leave us, reviews.
Yep.
Go buy some merchandise.
Right. Check out the recipes.
The recipes.
Send us a fail.
Man, send us a fail.
And what happens when they send us a fail and we actually put it on the air?
That means you'll be entered into a great contest.
Nope.
Damn it.
There'll be a winner.
If we put it on the air, they automatically get seasoning from Sucklebuster.
Winner chicken.
That was my next guess.
Sucklebuster.
Right. Automatically winner. So please send us your fails and your wins. We'll take
the wins.
Both.
Right.
Wins as well.
Wins too.
The wins as well. Anyway.
Perfect. You nailed it. That was great.
Hey, you know what? Every time, all the time. He just nails it every time.
Every time. Always.
I love it. And the reason why we ask you to do this,
I've been at a.
because you just do it like this every time. I love it.
I didn't nail nothing.
Yeah, you did good.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
John's gonna edit me out completely today.
people would love it.
He's
It
gonna dub
wouldn't
over
be
you.
as interesting if you didn't do you, Aldan.
That's right.
So,
Right.
hey, you get a game in there, it's like, hey, guys, it's grabbing the brisket.com, blah, 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 blah. But, hey, how interesting and how entertaining is that?
Exactly.
I bore myself sometimes.
Exactly.
Boom. Hey, cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. Hey, enjoyed talking barbecue with you guys.
Peace.
Later.
Thanks, everybody. We've been great.
We've been great.
Dang it, Bobby. Just grab the brisket. Thanks for listening, guys. Special thanks to our sponsors, FOGO Charcoal, Getty, CoolieNation, Cambro Manufacturing, Texas Brew Hopper, Smoke Sheet, and Fiesta Spices. For more information on those companies, please check out our website at grabbingthebrisket.com.